Well, it's been a little over a year since Roe v. Wade was thrown into the ash bin of history. And if you're wondering where Democrats stand right now on abortion, take a look at this interview with Vice President Kamala Harris on Face the Nation. It reveals a lot.
What is it that you believe? I mean, what week of pregnancy should abortion access be cut off?
We need to restore the protections of Roe versus Wade. We're not trying to do something new.
Well, that was nebulous because it was about viability, which could be anywhere between 20 to 24 weeks.
No. Let me be very clear.
The Women's Health Protection Act that the White House also endorsed.
Let me be very clear. From day one, the president has been clear. I have been clear. We need to put back the protections that are in Roe v. Wade into law. Since the Supreme Court took it, Congress has the power and ability to pass legislation to put those protections back in law, and Joe Biden will sign that bill. So that is what we want.
But does it need to be specific in terms of defining and where that guarantee goes up to and where it does not? At which week of pregnancy?
We need to put back in place the protections of Roe versus Wade.
You know why I'm asking you this question, though, because
we're not trying to do anything that did not exist before June of last year.
It wasn't crafted into law, and that's why I'm asking you for the specifics there, because Republicans say the lack of a precise date in cutting it off. You know this. They say that allows Democrats to perform abortions up until, birth.
Which is ridiculous.
Which is statistically not accurate.
And it's ridiculous, and it's a mischaracterization of the point. No, the point is...
But do you need to be more precise?
I am being precise. We need to put into law the protections of Roe versus Wade, and that is about going back to where we were before the Dobbs decision.
But if there is the possibility through legislation to provide any kind of guarantee at the federal level, any kind of protection, like the Republican proposal of 15 weeks protection,
the Republicans
is
are
it
also
worth
members of the Republican Party are also proposing a national ban. The thing that
I'm talking about, the Lindsey Graham bill, as you know, and those proposals of giving some access, though that's 15 weeks. Why do you think it shouldn't be specific? Out in New Mexico, for example, the governor there says it shouldn't be nailed down to a week because it should be a private matter between a woman and her doctor. There shouldn't be a precise number put on that. Is that what you believe as well?
I believe that we should put the protections of Roe v. Wade into law, and the way that will happen is if we have a United States Congress who, regardless of their personal view for themselves or their family, would agree that the women of America should be trusted to make decisions about their life and their body based on what they know to be in their best interest. It's that simple.
By our count, that was 7 individual times Kamala Harris could have drawn a line, given some kind of restriction, some kind of, 8 months, 7 months, 30 weeks, 34 weeks. She could have put any limit on when an abortion is no longer allowed in this country, and she couldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. Of course, when she was asked, Republicans say that you want to allow abortion up till birth. She said, that's ridiculous. No, nobody wants that. Oh, that's outrageous. Nobody wants that. We just want to go back to Roe v. Wade, right? Which is actually allowing abortion right up till birth. Now, listen, if Vice President Harris is correct and no Democrat wants abortion right up until the moment of birth, then we've got a line that we can draw. We can agree on this at least, right? An average gestation is 40 weeks. Then let's make it 39 weeks. Can we start there, please? Republicans have put forth a couple of bills that restrict abortion, some at 15 weeks, some at 10 weeks, some at 6 weeks. The majority of Americans, based on recent polling, says 15 weeks is about right. At least Republicans, who have historically been against abortion on demand, have acquiesced and said, okay, maybe 15 weeks or maybe 12 weeks. Democrats won't even give you that much. But based on this interview from Vice President Harris, where she refuses to cite any time when an abortion shouldn't be allowed, and based on the Democrats' refusal to put any kind of limitation, one can only conclude that they don't want any limitations right up until birth.